So you want to buy a nice watch collection, but you don't have the thousands of dollars to spend on it. What do? Well, I think I have a possible solution for you. Depends on what you like. If you really need that brand name, this wouldn't be the answer for you. But I was buying a watch for my girlfriend the other day, and I had an idea. Why don't I check out the Invicta store? She's never worn watches, never really cared for it, doesn't care about brand names or anything. She just wants some nice watches to wear. So I was like, okay, let's check out the Invicta store and see what we can get. So we went to the Invicta store, and I ended up buying her 6 watches. And I got an incredible deal. Let me tell you something. My original plan was to buy her $2,000 or $3,000 tag wear, you know, Carrera pearl, mother of pearl brace, face, dial, and you know, diamonds on the bezel. That was my original plan. And then I was gonna get myself another $2,000 or $3,000 watch to match with her. But I was thinking, yeah, that's a lot of money to spend, and I don't think I'm in the position to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on just a couple of watches that we barely wear. So I was like, what about Invicta? I remember I bought a couple of Invictas in the past. They were pretty nice, and looked up where's the Invicta boutique near me, and I found one. Went out there, and I got such a great deal. I was blown away. I was like, this is crazy. For watches that you just wear for fashion, this is an incredible deal. I mean, we got 6 watches, and you wouldn't believe the price. I mean, you would not believe the price that we got these 6 watches for. I mean, it's such a good deal that you're almost like suspicious or like don't even want to buy it because of how good of a deal it is. And you wouldn't believe the average price for each one of these watches. And I'll tell you the average price and the total price for all these watches and everything about the deal that we got at the end of the video. But first, let's go through which watches we got for her. And if you want to see the experience of going to the store and buying it, the customer service was great. The guy stayed late 30-40 minutes after closing to size all the watches for Sasha. And we have warranties and all this stuff. They replaced the glass, blah blah blah. So the service is great, the experience is great. When you get to the store, the whole thing is themed with this crazy yellow theme. They got a lot of cool watches. They have some automatic watches and some quartz watches, and the guys treat you so well. They do give you that boutique experience. They're not wearing suits and ties, which I kind of like, because when you go to the AP boutique or you go to a Rolex boutique, it's kind of bougie and you kind of have a pressure to act a certain way, you know. And it's like, even if you have a lot of money, it's just like this whole vibe. But over there, it's cool, it's fun. There's no pressure. They don't care how much money you have or you don't have. So it's nice. And you go in there and they treat you well and they tell you everything that you need to know. And you get these watches, which if you just want to wear something for fashion, like what Sasha does, she just wants something that looks nice on her wrist. So that's perfect for her. So that's what we got here.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm talking about you right now. If you want to see the whole experience of how we got the watches and what we did that day, what it was like going in the store and picking up these watches, check out my other video. We just did a vlog. We were like, it was random. We were just like, I was like, let me buy her a watch. We're gonna get into all the watches we got and why we got them. So if you're interested about this watch, check out the Casio mod video that we did, which I go through the whole way that I got the watch and what it's made out of and how it works and everything like that. If you like this watch that I'm wearing. And if you're interested in the prices of these watches, wait till the end of the video and I'll tell you how crazy it is. You literally would not believe how much each one of these individual watches cost on average. I'm gonna start with, I think I'm gonna start with the watch that she loved the most. So just on us walking into the store, this watch right here, she walked in the store and she absolutely loved that watch. She liked the way it looks. She likes the little, you know, fake diamonds on the outside and the blue dial. Shiny, she liked the shiny stuff. I think it's cubic zirconia or something like moissanite, I'm not sure, but they got this bezel, which looks nice. It's a clean look, classy look. It's got a pretty cool little design here. And the cool thing is you can actually bend this. Let me take it out. You can actually bend, oops. You can actually bend this metal cable here. So if your wrist is differently shaped, I mean, you can actually customize the watch a little bit to conform to your wrist. It's a really nice, classy watch. We still have the plastic here on the Invicta clasp, which we haven't taken off. Now, leave it on? Okay, we'll leave it on. And then it's got this pretty blue dial with a little bit of a pattern. It looks really nice. And she loved that watch, so I was like, okay, I'll get you that. And then they told me about this deal that they had, this little deal they had going on, and I was like, wow, that's a great deal. I think I will buy a couple more watches if that's the case. So this watch was on sale. It was originally $170. I got it for $150 for that watch, which she loved. That was the one that she really wanted. So obviously I have to get her that. Then the guy recommended another watch which was similar, which has this blue sort of topaz looking stones here in the little crown and the piece that connects it. And it has this cable. I forgot what they call this. It's a cable. Invicta has a certain name for it. I forgot what they call it, but it's on the bezel and it makes it look shiny like diamonds, but it's not, which I like. It's not fake diamonds, but it's still shiny and it looks great. And then they have it also in the links here, which looks really cool. It's got mother of pearl on the outside and then a sundial type of deal on the inside. So that watch is really cool. It's gold. She likes all gold stuff, so. And then this was the other one that caught her eye. She really wanted this one. Sasha loves flowers and she loves butterflies, so they had some of these cool watches. She saw this watch and she loved it. She loves flowers, she loves orchids, and she likes cherry blossoms and butterflies. Obviously, you know, girls.
Oh, make sure it's right there.
Girls like that. So this one you can actually see through the dial. I don't know if you can see that, but you can actually see through the dial. So that's just a floating sort of flower in the middle, and it's made out of mother of pearl, which is so cool. In the middle, you can see there's some shiny like stardust or something. I'm not sure what that is, glittery material with blue hands. I mean, it looks so cool. For a fashion watch, I mean, you really can't beat the styling. For what a girl likes and what a fashion watch is, that's really awesome. So, next up, let's see. Now, we got 3 sort of homage watches, and I guess I'll start with the one that I least cared about, but the one that she liked, that she got, but I think is a great watch. So this is a Pro Diver, they call it, and it kind of looks like the Rolex Yachtmaster. You can see it has a Jubilee bracelet. So all these 3 watches that we just looked at first, these are like, the birds are so loud. All right, so these 3 watches, these are Invicta original designs. They aren't like homage watches. They don't look like other watches. I mean, they might look similar. Obviously, watches look similar, but these are original designs. They're not copycats. The next 3 are more homage watches that look like popular watches, but aren't at the same quality or any brand or anything like that. But they're not fake watches, and they are nice because you want that style, but you can't afford to pay the full price. You just like the way it looks. It's not like you want somebody to think you're wearing a Rolex, because nobody will think you're wearing a Rolex when you're wearing this. You just like the style of it. Obviously, it has Invicta branding all over this watch. I'll show you what it is. It says Invicta right there on the side. Big, loud Invicta, you know, logo with the sign. So there's no mistaking this. I mean, even on the clasp, you know, you're not gonna mistake this for a Rolex unless you're like 10, 15 feet away, but it does have that nice look, and people like watches for the way they look. Some people like them for the brand, but you know, those are different things. This is the Pro Diver Invicta. It looks like a Submariner Rolex, and it looks pretty nice. I mean, the quality isn't the same. The bracelets, I think these are hollow links. They're okay. I mean, they're light. It's a little bit of a light watch. The case is heavy. The links are a little bit, you know, you can hear that. So, you know, and then the clasp is like this, you know, citizen sort of 1980s citizen sort of clasp, which is not like the top quality, but for a watch that you just paid very little for and you just want something to wear to go with your outfit, this is awesome. I like it. I like how it has the Cyclops right there with the date, and the shine on it is pretty nice. It's blinding. So great buy right here, the Pro Diver. And this was the watch that she liked. She picked this one out. She liked the way it looks. I like the way it looks. Reminds me of Wolf of Wall Street, so I'm glad she got this one. I'm gonna save my favorite for her, the one that I basically forced her to buy. I was gonna force her to buy a different one. These are all quartz watches. There was one with an automatic movement. It's a Seiko automatic movement, which is a nice Seiko automatic movement. It's about that thick and it weighs like 10 pounds. It was really nice. Best quality. It was more expensive though. That watch alone was like $200 something, but she didn't like the way it looked. So I'm gonna show you guys this watch next. So there's 2 watches left. There's this watch and the other watch, and I'm gonna leave the last watch, which I think is the best watch. Honestly, it was my favorite one that I wanted her to get. Aside for another watch, These are all quartz, and the one I really wanted her to get was an automatic watch. It's a Seiko automatic movement in there, which is a really nice movement, as we know, and very compact for the size of like a 35 millimeter watch. Diver watch, looks like a deep sea dweller type of watch, very thick, very heavy, very good links compared to the links on the other watches that we see here in general that they have. The links they had on that watch were very nice and solid. The case was very thick, almost too thick, and very heavy as well. It's a very heavy watch to wear, but very nice with the automatic movement, with a clear case back so you can watch that movement move. It looked very cool, but she didn't like the way it looked. She didn't want it. So I was like, this is not about buying some prestige or buying some brand name or anything. It's about buying watches that you like, that you want to wear, that make you feel good and goes with your outfit, basically. So I didn't make her buy that watch. Not that I can make her do anything. Well, I was buying her the watches in the first place, so whatever. She just didn't want it, so I didn't buy it for her. So this was the other one that I really liked, that I really wanted her to have for whatever reason, you'll see. But we'll go to this watch. So this watch is very popular style. As you can see, it looks like a Datejust. Okay, it's got the Jubilee bracelet on there. Well, I don't know what they call it from Invicta, but you know what it looks like. You can tell the difference. Like, it has these like weird 3 lines here, but it's the gold with green face Datejust, which is very hot right now, the style. I was like, for a stylish watch, and she likes it. She really likes the way it looks. We were at the Omega Swatch release, and we were in line, and we met my buddy from TNS Jewelers, and he was wearing the Rolex actual real watch, the green dial Datejust in gold, and his buddy was wearing Cartier, and Paul was wearing FP Journe or something nice. I forgot what he was wearing, but
so you have to talk like a France too?
You gotta pronounce it right. But he was wearing a very nice watch, and I actually meant to ask him about it. I was waiting for the right time and I totally forgot. It was a crazy night, but very nice watch, and I would love to know what it was. But anyways, so my buddy was wearing, from TNS Jewelers, he was wearing this watch, but the Rolex actual real one, which is basically a copy of, and I think he had the presidential bracelet on his. This is a Jubilee. Can't remember what he had, but the style is in. It's a very hot looking watch, and obviously it's just a watch that you want to wear because it looks good, and so that's what she got.
Oh, so rabbit.
Huh?
Is it a rabbit?
Where?
It's also gray.
She did a binky.
Who's Binky?
The baby rabbit binky. Look. Dude. Oh my
Babe,
God.
don't be.
Do you see her?
No.
Come here. Come here.
Oh, hello.
Cute, babe. Oh my. That was the watch that she likes for the style and everything. This is a watch that I like for the style and that I really wanted her to get because, one, I like rose gold, and two, I like the style of watch. It's sporty, she can wear it anywhere. It's fairly generic. Style, I like it because it's fairly generic and it looks like a lot of other watches. Obviously, it looks like a Submariner sort of watch or an Explorer, I don't really know, but it's got this matte rose gold bezel with all rose gold inside and out, dial all the way through. It looks really cool. It's just a big pink watch, really. I think it looks good on her. I think it's cool to wear casually. Obviously, it looks really nice. You can tell the oyster bracelet and everything, very similar to other watches that we know. I really like this watch. Not trying to be a Rolex at all. It says Invicta right there. It says Invicta right over there. But it does have the Cyclops date window, which is pretty nice. Is that what they call it? Cyclops? I keep saying that, but it works. It does magnify it, and it works pretty well. So, and I really like this one. This was like one that I was like, you gotta get this watch. This is cool. So yeah, all the watches, they look good, and I want to show you the quality. I think the quality on this watch is pretty nice too. The links are solid. The case is pretty heavy. The only thing I don't like is a clasp, kind of cheap and thin. You know, this clasp that you see on every other Citizen, but I mean, hey, you get on Citizens, why not on an Invicta? And this could stand up to it, to some Citizens possibly. I'm not really sure, but definitely nice. You can hear the quality, you know? You can hear the quality. Like when I say you can hear the quality, like, you know, you have that sound, and then you have, yeah, but you can hear it. Like quality-wise, that's what you're dealing with. You know, this is not the best quality, but it's good. And you can just tell. So that's what we're talking about. Like I said, I'm gonna tell you the price, and that's what's gonna change your mind. Because you're probably like, well, those hollow links and those cheap sounding links and everything like that. I mean, the cases are pretty heavy. They're all good. I mean, you get what you get. But price, now this is what you really want to know. All right, before I tell you, I want you guys, honest to God, leave a comment down below. How much do you think I paid? You can either leave 1 or 2 answers, or you can leave both, but comment down below and let me know, how much do you think I paid for all 6 watches total? How much do you think this would cost? If you want to, you can leave a comment what you think the average price for each watch was. What do you think it was on average for each watch? Leave your comment, pause the video, leave a comment, and when you're commenting, don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video so far, leave a like. So, all 6 of these watches. All right, I'll tell you. First, I went in to buy 1 watch, and they said, buy 1, get 1 free. And I was like, wow, that's crazy, buy 1, get 1 free. Then they were like, buy 2 and get 4 free. And I was like, wow, that's like buy 1, get 2 free. So better than buy 1, get 1 free. So I might as well get that deal. I was just planning on buying 1 watch. You know, I just wanted to get her a nice watch she can wear for fashion reasons. So I ended up buying these 6 watches, and I bought the most expensive one was actually this one, believe it or not. It doesn't look like a Rolex or anything. The Invicta Special. That was $150, I think. Yeah, it was $150. I showed you the price already. That one was $148 on sale, and the rest were $98 each. It was $150 for this, and then like $98 for another one. So the rest of the 4 were free. So I paid a total of about $260. I actually think I have the receipt. That's the receipt. $265. Look at that. For all these watches. And he sized the watches for us. Unlimited battery replacements for the rest of our life or whatever. It's a pretty good deal. I mean, $265. The average price for each of these watches is $43. So essentially each one of these watches only cost us $43. I don't care like what brand, $260. We got all 6 of these watches. That's an average price of $43 per watch, which if you think about it, that's an incredible deal. I mean, what can you buy for $43 these days? Not much. I mean, I definitely can't buy a good pair of shoes. I mean, I might be able to buy some mugs from Starbucks. I don't know what's good for $43, but look at the watches we got. These things tell time, they look good, and they're a fashion piece. That's what they are. Let me know what you think down below. Do you approve, disapprove? What do you think about the watches? And will you get one? And like I said, make sure you don't forget to subscribe, because we're gonna make some more content like this. If you love subscribing to videos like this, we'll go buy some watches, more expensive watches, more unique watches, more cool stuff online, and I'll do a video about this watch right here coming up very soon. See you in the next one. Peace.
Me llamo Fabi. Hola. Hola.